This is Valerie Guillaume, and the persecution that I'm facing in Canada has reached a level now that unless there's international intervention done, it's going to cost me my life. I was before this judge this morning, Doy, in the Brampton court. For some reason, I got a notice yesterday or the day before that he was going to case conference my urgent motion. Now here's this. I filed the urgent motion on October 9th because I was facing irreparable harm, including danger to my life. The judge, TRIMBLE J, decided that he was going to delay my matter further by requesting that I serve the respondents. Okay, they were served with the urgent motion. Keep in mind that this is still an urgent matter. Okay, it has to be based on the urgency of the circumstances. They're not regarding this. At the case conference hearing this morning by this judge, Doy, he wants this matter to come back November 18th. How are you supposed to regard an urgent situation that is endangering the life of this person for it to come back weeks later? More than a month after the urgent motion was filed. What are these people trying to do? So the other parties were at the case conference. There shouldn't have even been a case conference hearing. They should have actually heard my urgent motion on October 9th. And whether grant me the relief I was seeking or not. Not to drag this urgent motion. Where do you ever hear of an urgent motion where somebody's life is at risk? I was hospitalized 3 times in the last 2 weeks. Yet this didn't matter to this judge when I brought it up at the case conference hearing today, when I asked him, why do you want this urgent motion to be heard November 18th? Prior to coming back with that announcement, the respondent, the region of Peel, says they can file their responding material within a few days. So far, they've ignored filing their responding material for the last 9 days. When they were asked, when can you file your responding material, they said they can do that within a few days. But here's how wicked this judge is. He went beyond a few days to now a few weeks. I'm taking him, Trimble J, all of them before the International Criminal Court. I'm working on that right now. I'm charging them for crimes against humanity against me and torture. I'm working on that right now. All the urgent motion that I've filed in this court since this judge made the order on September 23rd has been either ignored or delayed significantly. I have not had a hearing on one yet. I've been denied access to the court by 2 previous judges, Agarwal and the other one. And now I'm being told that the court is going to ignore whatever urgency that I'm facing and bring this matter, my urgent motion, before the court for hearing November 18th. Even when the respondents says they can provide their responding material within a few days, this judge, Doy, D-O-I, who works from the Brampton court in Ontario, Brampton, Ontario, nor brought this urgent matter to be heard on November 18th when I started this urgent motion request. Sent it to the court for filing on October 9th, and I even had a previous urgent motion requesting a temporary stay of the order of Trimble J, which was dismissed by Emory, saying that I didn't have the affidavit. So you can see how the court is mocking me in this. That's it, I'm done. I pointed out to this judge this morning that you're endangering my life by delaying this urgent motion from being heard sooner. I thought this judge was going to set a date for the urgent motion to be heard because I have it down as in writing. So all the other side has to do is send their motion materials in writing to the court. They said to the judge this morning that they can do that in a few days, and he says, hold on, I'm going to see a date. Then he come back with November 18th. What is he doing sitting on the bench? If he has so little regard for somebody's life. I exit that courtroom. It was a virtual hearing this morning, and I exit. Well, the hearing was wrapping up anyways. I exit. I was just too much upset to see how little regard these Canadian racist judges have for my life. This is not going to continue. I have been made homeless. That never figured into his decision this morning. He's not considering that I've been made homeless. That's an irreparable harm to me. He's not considering the fact that I have these medical issues that caused me to be hospitalized 3 times in the last 2 weeks. What are they doing? Why do they have these judges sitting representing our interests in the court? Because they're not doing that. They're corrupt. So my main focus right now is getting my application going in the ICC against these judges right now. I'm charging their fucking ass before the ICC. This cannot continue. They cannot abuse my human rights like this. They cannot endanger my life like this. Under the United Nations Declaration on Human Rights, I have a right to my safety and the security of my person and my life. They're not allowed to jeopardize my life. Under the Canadian Constitution, the Charter, they're not allowed to jeopardize my life, which is what they're doing. This I will not tolerate. So, and the thing about it is that no human rights agency has stepped in to assist me in this. And I'm telling you right now, all of those agencies that are also complicit in the sense that they did not assist me and they allowed these Canadian government to carry out this level of torture and human rights abuse against me, they themselves, the individuals that I've spoken to in those agencies, are going to be prosecuted as well. Give me a few days to finish my application in the ICC regarding them, and then I will come back and report the progress. I'm going to be prosecuting Demar Kimar Hewitt from the Black Action Legal Defense because they're set up to deal with anti-Black racism, which is what I'm facing in the court right now, and he's decided that his center is not going to assist me. Amnesty International did not respond to assist me. That person that I spoke with there, she's going to be charged. I'm going to be posting her name in the comment section on this video. All of the agencies, the human rights agencies or the legal agencies that I've contacted, who did not assist me and allow this Canadian government to carry out this treatment of me can be found to be complicit, even culpable in this situation. And because of that, they are going to be charged. So a few of them are going to be surprised when they turn out to be defendants in the International Criminal Court. I'm going to be charging this judge who I was before this morning, Doy. I'm going to be charging Trimble J, Agarwal, all of them. I'm charging them. By this time next week, my application should be considered before the International Criminal Court by the Chief Prosecutor, Karim Khan. And of course, once you're involved, I have a right to legal counsel, and I'm going to insist on that. So I'm going to be enforcing my right against these judges, because for that son of a bitch to decide this morning regarding my urgent motion that's been filed weeks ago, that he can further delay it to November 18th, obviously he's not thinking about my rights to life or the security of my person. How can you have such corruption going on in the courts? It has to stop. Well, I'm going to do something about it. Because if they think that they're going to jeopardize my life and continue in the courts to destroy other people's life without any accountability, they're wrong. They have complete immunity in Canada. You can't sue them, you can't prosecute them, but you can do that under international human rights law. I can prosecute these judges under the Rome Statute. That's exactly what I'm doing. So they can look forward to that. This is Valerie Guillaume reporting in regards to the abuse of my human rights in the Canadian courts, the disregard for my life and my safety by the judges, starting with Jamie Trimble, who had, for some reason, my urgent motion brought before him, which it shouldn't have been brought before him. And then he now wants it to be served on the respondent, delaying it further. And now, instead of requiring it as an urgent motion, they set up this case conference as if it can be delayed, and then it was delayed by them. I went along with the case conference this morning thinking that, you know what, just go along with the case conference. Since the urgent motion is in writing, maybe they're going to hear it in a few days. No. He came back and put it for November 18th. How can a judge do that? After hearing the moving party, which is me, saying that I have been hospitalized a couple of times in the last 2 weeks. That's how much my life is in danger because of this situation that I've been put in by the previous judge, who had no regard for my safety, by forcing me into homelessness, evicted me from the shelter and giving Peel Region the right to relocate me. That's not going to happen. And now they're making a mockery out of justice, mockery out of the administration of justice, by saying we're going to delay your urgent motion even further, not for a few more days, but a few more weeks. Trust me, these son of a bitch is going to answer in the International Criminal Court. I'm done talking for today.